What's up, everybody? Polius here. Welcome to another episode of Sentinels and Multiverse, the video game, with Jason.
Hey, last time we got the crap beat out of us.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun. It was basically me being miserable.
Yep.
This time it was Ultimate Progeny time.
Alright, Ultimate Progeny. He is not very different from normal Progeny.
Just
It's
what the things that make him scary are scarier. It doesn't add any new wrinkles.
Yeah, he's not like Iron Legacy, who, in addition to being super scary, cuts off a lot of your options for dealing with him. If you could deal with Progeny before, putting him in challenge mode isn't probably going to make it so he's now undeal-withable.
At the start of the game, he enters play, Vassal of Destruction side up. Cards are revealed from the villain deck until a Scion is revealed. Put into play, other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. At the start of the villain turn, if there are any hero character cards with fewer than 10 HP, Progeny flips. The end of the villain turn, Progeny deals each hero target 2 energy damage. Scion cards are indestructible, and Scions do not destroy other Scions upon entering play until there are 5 or more Scions in play. So, yeah, it's going to be obnoxious, but we have ways of dealing with that.
Yep, I even have a very specialized team for dealing with exactly this brand of shenanigans. The order is weird, but it works.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so leading up, you need Dark Visionary. Dark Visionary pulls a lot of duty in this fight.
Dark Visionary is part of a cheese strat. What are you Oh, I did that joke with Legacy. Where is Visionary?
Yeah, I'm not doing Raw. I could do Raw, but no. Dark Visionary, even by herself, without doing a cheese strat, would still be super useful here for 3 reasons. One, Twist the Ether lowers Progeny's damage. We need his damage lowered.
Until he gets irreductible damage.
Which is another thing she can deal with. 2, Mental Divergence kills his ongoings if he gets them out.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, deck control means he doesn't get out his ongoings.
Yeah, until he starts playing extra cards.
Yep.
There's no way around it. He plays lots of cards. Alright, so you said you have a strategy.
She also helps limit that, but occasionally we have to let him play extra cards. Second up, Chrono Ranger, because again, pulls triple duty. He does damage, he kills ongoings with Temporal Grenade, and he lowers his damage with Dart Thrower.
So I assume we're also getting Wraith out?
Yep, Wraith is going to actually be in the last slot.
Okay.
But yeah, she's there for stun darts and the occasional grappling hook.
Yep.
Third slot is Team Leader Tachyon.
Team Leader Tachyon.
Yeah, I know. We love her, but she's so good. She makes sure everyone has plenty of cards, which is super important if we have to get Scion of Blight out. And Hypersonic Assault buys us a turn.
And Sentinels?
No, actually, 4th slot was going to be Base Legacy.
That is a weird order. And location. Location
is either going to be Time Cataclysm for... My preferred pick would be Time Cataclysm for Atlantean Throne Room.
I mean, I hate playing environments for one card.
Yeah, but we play Temple of Long for Mysterious Ceremonies exclusively.
Yeah, but there's 3 copies of that.
Yeah, but...
Hello, dearies. Let's go be heroes and save the multiverse. Alright, so, what does he have for us? Scion of Blight! Hey! They say a bad word.
Still manageable.
When this card enters play, Progeny deals each hero target 1 toxic damage. Then if there are 5 or more Scions in play, destroy the 1 Scion other than this card. First time Progeny is dealt damage, one player must discard 1 card. Meh. Alright, Hour of Reckoning.
Okay, he's getting this out early, which annoying, but manageable.
I believe, hero cards cannot be played. At the start of the villain turn, destroy 1 ongoing belonging to each player. Then destroy 1 Scion and this card.
So, basically this turn's a wash.
Should
No, we still use her deck control.
Yeah. I was gonna say, should I focus on skipping other stuff, though? Well, I mean...
At this point, honestly, our best bet is to just let him do Hour of Reckoning again. We have plenty of health to eat more of 2 damage hits.
Let's go ahead and shoot him, though.
Shoot him! Visionary can discard cards for days. We don't have her here to play cards.
That's true.
We certainly don't have her here to play damage cards.
Let's get rid of Brain Burn.
The only card in her hand that I would consider playing is Precognition, and it can wait.
Oh, she doesn't have cards to play either, so we're okay with this.
Yep. She can just build up.
Yep. Mr. Legacy.
Yep.
And Tachyon. Or not Tachyon, who the hell is this?
Wraith.
Wraith.
Have her use her power. If we get the Atlantean throne room route, we're going to be in real good shape. That needs to go in the trash.
See, that'll actually be really nice when he gets the Scion of Frost, is it?
Yeah, but we have Legacy. We can negate that anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, true. But I'm just saying, there are uses for it.
There are uses for it, but right now we
Rift in
can't.
time, at the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. At the start of the environment turn, destroy an environment card. Charging Triceratops. Reduce damage to this card. At the end of the turn, it deals damage to the target with the second lowest HP, 3 melee damage.
So we're going to let the Rift kill that to hopefully cycle through more environment.
And of course, Scion cards are indestructible, so Hour of Reckoning did not actually destroy it.
Yep. Beginning of the end.
Yeah.
We do not want Scion of Storm out. We want to keep him from actually getting multiple card turns.
Remember that Scion of Storm deals plays extra cards at the end of his turn.
Yep. It's the one Scion we want to avoid.
He's got good stuff already. Draw cards. Draw cards. Everybody drawing cards. Fleet of foot. So many fleets of feet. Yeah, if she has 2, that would be fleet of feet, right?
Believe so.
I think that's how linguistics works.
Put it in the.
Put it in play.
Yeah, put it in play. It'll pop Progeny for 1 and give us a giggle.
Why the heck not, right?
Yeah. Besides, Progeny's gonna kill it. Kill the Triceratops.
Yeah.
And crushing.
Yeah,
Hole
the environment
Leg.
turn will player may discard their hand to destroy this card at the start. Doesn't matter because it's going away. Filter Spy.
Annoying, but still manageable.
Visionary.
Hemorrhage, or Maelstrom. It doesn't matter.
Skip.
Skip.
And Filter Spy, what does he do? Is poison damage?
Poison damage to someone.
Oh no! All of the environment is gone! Then we're gonna take some damage. Alright, so we are seriously hurting, though. We're about a third down on most of our heroes.
We're about to start being able to turn that around.
Alright, Precognition.
Time of Tribulation is the least painful.
Yeah, because Form of the Harbinger. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until a sign is revealed, so it's hard to control.
It might get out a Scion of Storm, which we don't want.
Yeah. Tribulation increases its damage by 2, and at the start of this turn destroys 1 equipment card belonging to each player. But you know what? We can get rid of that.
Yeah, we have a grappling hook. We're good.
Manipulate the environment deck now.
Yep. Come on, Throne Room.
So Marsquake at the end of the environment turn, deal each target 2 melee damage. At the start of the environment turn, destroy 1 villain ongoing, 1 hero ongoing, and 1 environment card. So here's my thought.
Deals with itself, but Marsquake will deal with the upcoming. We'll deal with the upcoming Trials of Tribulations without us having to spend a card on it.
Then the environment turn, each player must put 1 card from their hand on top of their deck. At the start of the environment turn, if there are no other anomaly cards in play, destroy this card. Yeah, I'm thinking Marsquake.
Yeah, it'll hurt a bit, but
It's gonna hurt him too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Do we have a hat?
We do not have means of getting hat.
Eye on the prize.
It's 2 damage. Visionary.
You still got damage cards, Visionary, and let's get them out.
Nope. Ultimate
target.
And shoot him again.
Yep.
That's 3 damage. Wow. No hat for him. We might get it though. Pushing the limit. Into Fleet of Foot. into Fleet of Foot. There it is.
Supersonic response.
I was thinking lightning reflex, and supersonic response, synaptic interruption,
Yeah, that works too.
and that way we get the Master of Chaos title card too. Oh, visionary! Thank you for discarding so many cards.
And Tachyon, thank you for drawing.
Yep. We have so many impromptu inventions.
Yep.
Alright, for Legacy. Honestly, Heroic Interception before he gets...
Before he gets the trial out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the environment.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so impromptu invention. Let's get the...
You want to get stun bolts. Do we have a utility belt in our hand?
I think we do, yeah.
Yeah, we
So
want to get
both
two stun
bolts?
bolts. Yeah. This will take a lot of the sting out of the trial of tribulations that's coming
Yeah.
up.
Well, no, well, for Legacy, you mean.
Yeah, well, Legacy still has a health bar.
Yeah. I'm not, you're not wrong, I'm just saying it's not as catastrophically amazing.
Yep. Rest of the mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, how did that happen?
Quick, pop him one.
Pow! You know what? Chrono Ranger.
He's got. You don't need two Hunter and Hunteds.
Yeah. I mean,
Prophetic. What do we? Prophetic vision. We
Fixed-
do not want fixed point.
well, let's put this on top.
Yeah, it's harmless.
And let's manipulate his deck.
Elemental outburst.
Yeah, that's not going to do very much.
Yeah, especially not after he gets double stun bolted in the face next turn.
Alright, so displaced armory from the deck.
Hat.
Actually,
We are good
Yeah.
for we're good for stuff right now. We can afford to not get the dart gun right away.
I did not mean to. You know what? I'm actually okay with
Research
that.
grant.
Yeah.
And I would play the grenade just in case we ever need it.
That's a good point, because then we have it to destroy the other thing.
Yeah, the reason I have Chrono Ranger in second is pretty much explicitly because temporal grenade. Take the hit.
Was it, yeah.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Oh, right, because of Legacy. Well, we got HUD goggles.
I'd do lightning reflexes and a nimble strike. See what we get.
Is it, why? I mean, lightning reflexes. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
If that comes to worst, we can always Sonic Vortex.
I think the Wraith has cards we can discard. Yeah, we're never going to
yeah,
use
she has-
infrared eyepiece.
I was going to say we're never going to use Inventory Barrage.
That too.
Hypersonic Assault. We don't need it right now.
Well, actually, if we hit, because his next turn, this is going to be gone.
Yeah, and on race next turn, he's getting double stun bolted.
True. All right. In that case, actually, really, yeah, we'll do this one. And then everyone draws. Twist the ether. Oh, geez, twist the ether. Oh, geez. Oh boy. Oh, jeez. All right. I vote Legacy get Fortitude out.
Yeah, Legacy is getting a bit of a stomping.
Mm-hmm. And then lead from the front next.
Do we have a targeting computer? If not, we want mega computers.
Oh yeah, I suppose there are some environment cards that are annoying.
Yeah.
The Wraith, we're never going to use Inventory Barrage. Yeah, and this you're right about this. I mean, Progeny is fairly easy to deal with if you build for him. Let's lose Interruption.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Tumbleweed. Elemental Outburst. We're gonna take damage.
No, we're not.
But what? No damage. What? No damage again? Progeny, you're supposed to be scary.
Oh, hey, twist the ether. Or we could do suggestion and make him waste a turn with elemental outburst again.
I like that more. This one. Top of deck. This one.
Alright, and environment. What you got?
Aha!
Ooh, throne room. There we go.
Reduce all damage by 1. Start of the environment turn. Each player may draw a card. If not due, destroy this card. Hey, mass levitation. No destroy. No destroy.
By any means is in our hand. We should play it.
We should.
Especially since we know the throne room is coming up, and this more or less negates it.
You know what else would be funny? Sudden contract to get, is it Dead or Alive?
Yeah, Dead or Alive would make Chrono Ranger that much closer to never dying.
Yep, and that way, when we get Masada... Anyway, so next we have the, we have to discard a card. I think Wraith is going to be good for discarding the eyepieces. I really do. So, now
Wraith.
Chrono Ranger... I mean, she doesn't need any other weapon.
Nope. At this point, all we're looking for is a targeting computer and her mega computers.
Yeah. So Hypersonic Assault is a good one to play, but I don't think we really need it. I say we just I say we just Sonic Vortex him, or actually, yeah, Sonic Vortex because why not?
Yeah, make Tachyon discard those extra HUD goggles because they're there.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any instant one-shot equipment destruction, so we don't have to worry about that. Skip, and then play a card or draw cards. Oh, Blinding Speed, also useful. So now we are very well set. There's not much that Progeny can do here.
Yep, we have very much stabilized.
And we've super stabilized now with lead from the front, Fortitude, the 2 stun bolts, and Alentian Throne Room coming up.
Yep. We wanted to be extra sassy, we could throw smoke bombs, but...
Who has the highest HP, though?
Pretty much the entire party, except...
Yeah, I'd say we trust fund. And that's what I wanted.
Throwing knives can go away because they're garbage.
Yeah, in this situation, they certainly are.
Yeah.
But no, I was going to say the card that I was looking for is the micro-targeting computer.
Yep.
So that'll get through the defenses from Atlantean Throne Room. Wraith, we don't need your infrared eyepiece. There we go. A throat jab. That's just rude. So, there we go. Oh no, elemental outburst. But Chrono Ranger, how will you survive? Oh no, you got hit 3 times for -2 damage.
We could literally put Hunter and Hunted on him, and he would still be pretty close to functionally immortal.
Well, I was going to say what we should do is we should keep hitting it with all the sun bolts, just in case. Yeah. I'm going to say Mental Divergence. Again, we've got the...
Let's twist the ether.
Yeah, twist the ether, just to be really cheeky.
Just to be super rude.
And Progeny. Tribulations.
Tribulations.
Because the inevitable gives him... Yeah, I don't like unpredictability. Don't destroy anything. So we could displace Armory for...
the Dart Thrower?
Oh, geez, you're rude.
Yep.
That's rude. We're gonna do that.
It's particularly rude with ultimate target out, because if he does manage to sneak damage through, we can make him stop sneaking damage through.
Right. Also, Terrible Tech Strike. Actually, you know what? No, not Terrible Tech Strike. What am I doing?
Are you gonna do Hunter and Hunted?
I'm gonna do Hunter and Hunted.
You should do Hunter and Hunted first, then.
That's a good point. Hunter and Hunted. Increase damage to and by Chrono Ranger by the number of bounty cards in play. Well, there's 4.
3.
Yeah, you're right. 3. And then Displaced Armory. Deck. This. That's 6 damage. But we don't need Mass Levitation. Alright, let's shoot him with this. So, what's his damage? Reduce it by 4, really.
Yep.
Nimble Strike. Visionary. Mind Spike. Research Grant. That is 7 cards. You know what? I don't think we're going to see much use beyond this.
Nope, probably not. And I mean, a one-shot that does 7 damage at baseline is still pretty good. Ra's big one only does 5.
Right. Alright, Legacy. Let's take him down.
Rude!
That's what we call a raffle stomp.
I guess we kind of needed this after
Last.
that last game.
Yeah. Minus 4 damage. Whack whack. Micro-targeting computer. Who had a card that we were okay with discarding?
Probably everyone except Tachyon at this point.
Yeah, Legacy. Fortitude. Alright. Choose for me. Rain Burn, Ranger's Mark, Nimble Strike, Next Evolution, Razor Ordnance. Surprise shopping trip. That's going to do 0 damage each time.
No, it might actually do damage to Chrono Ranger.
Oh, it is going to do damage to Chrono Ranger. Alright, so we're just going to do this. Ah, didn't even hit Chrono Ranger.
He tries so hard, but you can't.
Came so far.
You can't do much when you're doing minus 5 damage a turn.
Yeah. You know what? Just for the ultimate embarrassment.
Oh no!
Twist
you can't.
No, we're just gonna end it. Mind Spike. Oh, choose for me. Chrono Ranger. Ow! Shopping bag. What? There we go. That felt good.
I like to imagine Progeny just threw a tantrum at the end there and just threw his groceries at Chrono Ranger.
Yeah. Or that T-Rex.
Well, the T-Rex was his groceries. He had to go out for a T-Rex.
You know, I was about to say, I wonder if T-Rex is kosher, but they're meat eaters, so they're obviously not. I wonder if Brontosaurus is kosher. I should ask my rabbi. Anyway, thanks so much for watching.
Progeny. He is probably the easiest to cheese difficulty 4 villain ever.
I'd say I think he's the scariest villain if you're not trying to cheese him, but he's also the easiest to cheese.
I still posit that Iron Legacy is scarier.
I don't know. I've had a lot of crazy come from behind victories with Iron Legacy. I have not seen many come from behind victories with Progeny. Because once he gets a hero who's weakened, he just destroys them.
Fair enough. Anyway, next time in Ultimate Series...
we'll do another random. See you all then.
Bye-bye.